Hello one and all. It's been some time, hasn't it? However, I have returned to talk some more about the tales I've been trying to weave. If anyone watching now has watched either of my previous two videos, then you might be expecting me to talk some more about Tales of a Crimson Rose. However, today I would like to talk about a different tale, but worry not. We will get back to Rose's adventures in due course. The story I would like to discuss today is called The Demon Knight of Britannia. Much like Tales of a Crimson Rose, Demon Knight is set in the United Kingdom, but has a somewhat different tone. Whereas Tales of a Crimson Rose is set in a place more evocative of the ideal English countryside, Demon Knight takes place in a more urban setting. More specifically, it mostly takes place in urban areas in the north of England. It is my intent with this to give the story a little bit more of a grittier feel. The main protagonist of our tale is a woman named Hilda Smith, who begins the story as a soldier in the British military. In the first chapter, we begin with our character in the middle of a mission that soon goes very wrong. This, of course, means that Hilda is a more mature adult, as opposed to Rose, who is a young woman just coming into her own. Naturally, this leads to different types of stories that can be told, and different ways for the main character to react to her environment. Whereas with Tales of a Crimson Rose, I am trying to incorporate themes of a young woman trying to find her place in the world. With Demon Knight, I am attempting themes of an adult coming to terms with their past and struggling with a world that cares little for the existence of a single person. A story of dealing with a society that seems intent on tearing itself apart and finding a way to stand firm even in tumultuous times. It has been more liberating in some ways and more restrictive in others, but it's all been good fun to try and plan around. As you may have guessed from just that little snippet of a setup, this story is a little bit more overtly political than Tales of a Crimson Rose, as it involves themes like political corruption and other plot lines that would not be out of place in political thrillers. However, this is still an urban fantasy story, and still takes elements from the magical girl genre, although it also draws from darker fantasy anime, like Witchblade and Hellsing. Much like Tales of a Crimson Rose, this story also delves into ideas surrounding Britain's past and its mythology, which is a subject I am endlessly fascinated by. To this end, I have actually attempted to tie the protagonist more intimately to the supernatural elements than I did in Crimson Rose. However, well, I won't say any more. I wouldn't want to spoil things. For now, I'll just leave it there. This was just a quick update to let you all know what I've been working on. Now, as YouTube still won't let me post external links, I'll just mention that my work can be found on Archive of Our Own under the name MG_Crimson Rose. If you read the story, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you'll leave a comment letting me know what you think. Until next time, remember to look out for each other.